Hello, welcome back to my Friday videos. Today might not be Friday for you, I don't know when you're going to watch this, but I'm going to post this on a Friday, and today I'm going to talk about my travel makeup bag because I just went on a trip and I had to put something together for that trip. We were going to Disneyland, so it needed to be something that wasn't going to take me a long time, but something that I could put on and kind of forget about, but still felt put together. Like if I saw myself in the park 8 hours later, I'd still feel human. A lot of the things that I tried to take for my Project Pan as much as possible because I wanted to keep trying to pan my products. So if you've seen my Project Pan, I'll put that in the description box below, the link for that. But if you've seen it, a lot of this is going to look familiar. But some things are skincare and just hygiene things as well. So let's jump into that. I'm just going to pull things out in the order that I find them, and we'll go through this. So the first thing I have is my deodorant, because that's an all-day adventure and you don't want to be stinky at Disneyland. Got to be able to raise your hands up on some of the rides. Dove deodorant. Took that. Not my Project Pan, not worried about using that up. I took toothpaste. This is the toothpaste that I use right now. My mom actually started recently. She became, what do you call it, a representative? She's selling this toothpaste, and it's really good. I like it. It's one of the Nu Skin toothpaste. It's AP24 whitening fluoride toothpaste, and I like the flavor. I like what it does, and it doesn't have a lot of the chemicals that make your teeth zing when you want whiter teeth. So I like that. I got this IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Illumination Color Correcting Illuminating Full Coverage Cream and Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum with SPF 50 UVA UVB Broad Spectrum. Physical sunscreen, chemical filter free, paraben free. It's a lot of information. Needless to say, this one's the illuminating one, and I got it, I think I ordered it online, and it's in the color Fair. And I really like it. I have combination oily skin, and so my T-zone is very oily. And with the illumination formula, I didn't think that I would like it because I'm oily. I want to look matte. But I find when I pair this with a mattifying powder, I really like the look that it gives my skin. I feel fresh, and I don't feel like it looks cakey, and it doesn't look too dewy. And my complexion just looks fresh. Plus, the sunscreen in there was important to me for being at the park all day. I have to reapply as the day goes on, of course, but at least it's a nice way to start. And there you go. I have my Stay Matte primer, which I used from Rimmel. And again, just put that on my forehead, around my nose. That's lovely. I decided I didn't take anything from my Project Pan for blush and highlight, because I wanted to have a few things combined, but I didn't want to take my NYX contour palette because it's kind of huge, and my makeup bag is this. This is what I take. I just got this from Wish, and full disclosure, my husband works with Wish, and so I buy lots of things from Wish. But I really like this makeup bag. It's just in the round, and it's got a few pockets in the middle, and it holds all the things that I need. This is the Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean face palette. Hold on, there we go. And it's got the 3 highlighters, a blush topper, a blush, and this could still be a blush, but I also use it as a bronzer, and I found that I really liked that around the edges of my face and just on my cheeks a little bit before the Caribbean color on my cheeks, and then the rest of them were just all really great colors to put, wherever I want. On the eyelids was great, but also as the highlight and all of that. I really enjoyed that. I did take my Naked 2 Urban Decay Basics palette, and I made a little bit of progress there. This palette is just so good if you want to just do any kind of a basic eye. You can do glam, you can do so many things with this one, and I really like it. I took this one specifically because it has everything that I need for shade and light, like contouring my eyes, because I do that because I have not a monolid. That's not what I have. I have hooded eyes. That's what that is. And with hooded eyes, it's nice to deepen up the crease a little bit to give the illusion that they're not as hooded as they are. And this lets me do that, and I really liked it. I just put one of the shimmers from the Lorac palette on the mobile lid, or I had also, if I can find it in here, here we go. I took my Stila Sea Siren Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. And I love this. It's so pretty. I put this on the lids. The great thing about the Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows, all the liquid eyeshadows that they have that I've tried, is that they stay put and they're beautiful. But this one is so pretty. Sea Siren, and it made me think of, I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Made me think of Ariel. Whenever I travel, I like to use the Milk Makeup stick products. I use the, what do you call it? This is the Matcha Cleanser, and you've got to be aware of sanitation, you know, keeping it sanitary. They have shrunk down. None of them are as wide as the two that they came in originally anymore. You can see that's quite different. It's a lot smaller than it was before, but it still works fine. I mean, it's shrunk down, so I think it's lost a lot of hydration or fluid, but it still works the same, I've found. So, like I said, I have the Matcha Cleanser, and then after I rinse that off, I put on the Matcha Toner, and then the cooling water. This is supposed to have like a little bit of caffeine in it or something to help help your face feel a little bit tighter and get the blood flowing. And I just really like the combination of the three. I find that it does help keep my skin clear and feeling moisturized and all of that. Not that I only use the water one. Oh gosh, the cooling water one. I use actual lotion as well, but I find that it does feel nice to have it on my skin. I took the Mario Badescu Skincare Facial Spray with Aloe, Cucumber, and Green Tea. I love the way this one smells. I just spritz this all over the face after I put everything on, and it kind of helps set everything, and it feels very refreshing, and I enjoy that. But I also took, I think that one was already in my makeup bag, so I ended up using it. But the one that I took on purpose, that I meant to take, was the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. And I liked it. The setting spray, I did like it. It smells like hairspray for your face, which I guess is kind of what it is, because it's supposed to set your face and make it not move. Make your makeup not move. Your face should still be able to move. But I really liked it. I thought it was fine. I didn't do an all-day wear test or anything, but it seemed like most of my makeup was still on at the end of the day, and they were long days. We'd, be up because baby doesn't sleep. He doesn't sleep in. That's not a thing that he does. So we'd be up at like 6:30 or 7 and wouldn't go to bed till 11 or 12. And it certainly did not look pristine, but you could tell what I had done in the morning, and I thought that was a win. I took my little tiny Venus razor. It's just a little travel size one, and I really like it. You have to get used to how to hold on to it because it's a little awkward with the little tiny handle, but it is really convenient for traveling, and it shaves just as well as the full size one, and I was happy to have that there. I didn't take my Rimmel the Stay Matte Translucent Foundation because the lid pops off and I've had to tape it together so that I can still use it at all. So I took my Essence All About Matte powder, and I actually like this one better for mattifying my face than I do the translucent powder from Rimmel. I'm going to finish that one up, but I really enjoy this one because I feel like it does a better job of getting it matte and keeping it matte longer. I used my Correct Click from Cover FX in the color Peach for my under eyes, just for circles, because if you're going to go to Disneyland, you got to get as much out of the experience as possible, so you're going to have dark circles the next day because you stayed up until midnight or past that to be able to get all the fun in and get all the kids in bed, and then you've got to get up bright and early the next morning to get the most out of the next day too. So that came in handy. I did enjoy that. I took a pencil sharpener just in case. I didn't use it. I didn't need it, turns out. Maybelline Fit Me concealers in light and fair, and I used both of them. Actually, with the color of the foundation, the CC cream from IT Cosmetics, I used the color Fair, which generally is pretty light. I use it for highlighting generally, but that one, the Illumination CC cream, is a lighter color, but I felt like it all worked together really nicely, and with the bronzing color from the Lorac palette, it all came together really nicely. I thought it worked together really well. Now, I also took my Laura Geller Fortifying Lashes Eyelash Primer, and I would put that on before my regular mascara. I felt like it helped give something for the mascara to hold on to and be the most impressive that it could. And the mascara I used was the Monsieur Big from Lancome. This is it's a deluxe size, but I can't remember if I got it as a promotion. I think it was one that if you went in and had the coupon, they just gave it to you. And so I did that, and I really like it. I think it does a great job of adding fullness and length. And with the lash primer, I feel like I like it even more. I took my tried and true eyeshadow primer from Urban Decay, and I would actually go over that as well with the Fit Me concealer. And normally, I don't generally do that. I find that I feel like it's a lot of layers to put on my eyelid, but I have very oily eyelids, and if I don't use a primer, then using just a concealer doesn't work well enough for me, so I have to use, or I did use both, and I liked that. I have from my Project Pan, my Gimme Brow, and like I said, I don't know how much is left in here, but it keeps going, so I keep using it. But that was the one I took on purpose, and I also took a brow product that I just leave in my bag, and that's the Fiona Styles. I got this Fiona Styles Micro Precision Brow Sculpting Pencil. I got this on sale. I think that they are no longer selling Fiona Styles at Ulta, or at least not in the stores, and so a lot of the Fiona Styles stuff is on sale, or at least it has been for a long time. I don't know if it's still there, but that's when I got this one, and I like it, and it has the spoolie on the other end, so I was happy to have that to be able to brush through after I put in the Gimme Brow or use the actual pencil itself. And then I just always keep in there, I like my Mad Max Brown Kat Von D Tattoo Liner, because the brown is great. Like I said, it's not overly dramatic, but it still defines my eyes really nicely. And then the Master Precise Skinny Gel Pencil from Maybelline. I have it both in gray and brown, and I just put that on the inner rim of my top lashes to also help enhance and pretend like my lashes are longer than they actually are. And then I used the Scandalize from Rimmel, the waterproof kohl eyeliner, longwear waterproof eyeliner in the bottom ribs. I don't think I actually used this one though. I thought about it and I had it there in case I needed it, but I did not actually use that one. It was just one more step and we had to get going. There were some sacrifices made, or things forgotten, honestly. The brushes that I took were, this is the e.l.f. Complexion brush. It's a little bit flat and wide, and I liked that for the bronzer all over my face. This is another e.l.f. brush. It says the blush brush, but I like to use this one for highlighting. I find that it does a really good job of that. I like to go along my cheekbones and up above my eyebrow, and maybe sometimes right between the eyes and at the tip of the nose and the cupid's bow. I don't do in the middle of my forehead because, again, I'm already shiny there. Don't need any more highlight. I also took the Wet n Wild, I think this is the blush brush. This is the brush that I like to use for blush, and it fits just nicely on my cheekbones, and I really was happy to have that one there. And here I have just, a couple that I use all the time. This one I took from my everyday collection of brushes. It is the setting brush from Real Techniques, and I like to use this to set my under eyes because, like I said, at Disneyland, that's a thing that I need to do so that I don't look tired and sad to be there, because I'm not. I'm happy. I'm having a good time. I took my MAC I think it's a 266. Sorry, my camera died. Or rather, it filled up. The card did. That I got, I think it was just at Target or at CVS, and it was just a little travel set. And I like this one for the Stila liquid eyeshadow. That helps a lot. I like this one for highlighting the inner corners of my eye. This one is great for I didn't use it. I don't think I used it this time. When I don't take my Real Techniques brush for setting powder, I'll take this one, or I'll use it for blush and things, but I liked having the other ones this time. And then I used a different Real Techniques brush. It's called Salonist Correcting Brush. This came in a pack of 4, and all the handles were different colors, and I don't pay enough attention to which brush I'm grabbing for that to help me. If I were more organized, maybe it would. But I took it for blending out my concealer, and I liked it for that. Now this was something that came in my BoxyCharm, I think a few months ago. It's the Luxie Travel brushes, and I really liked these for my eyeshadow, for doing all of the stuff with the Naked 2 Basics palette, because this one was great for doing crease work and really getting like that outer corner and things. I liked this. It's kind of a tapered angled brush, and I liked that for blending things out along the edges. This one was great for packing across the eyelid when I needed to, and this one just a flat, straight brush, and it was great for getting under the eyelashes. So I really liked all 4 of them. It took me a long time to get to them because I haven't been doing a lot of traveling since they came, but now that I have gone somewhere, I really like them. Do they all have different numbers? Yes, they do. It is the flat one is the 221T. The one for packing the eyeshadows on is the 213T. The angled one is the 207T, and the crease one and the kind of more fluffy one is the 227T. So those are all the brushes that I took. So that's all that I had in my makeup bag. I hope that was informative or interesting or fun. At least I enjoy talking about it and sharing it. And yeah, I like my color of my makeup bag. This is the part that makes me the most happy about it. I like the arrangement and the way that it works. It has one of the little pull ties on it, and you just open it up, and that way I can stand all of my stuff up in it. I don't know if you can see very well. It has a couple of mesh pockets, and then it has some elastics for holding stuff up, and then other things just go right in the middle, and it all fits really nicely, and I enjoy it. So that's what I took on my vacation for my travel makeup, and I found that I didn't think I was missing anything. Everything worked out great, and I had everything that I needed. I hope you're having an excellent day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Rides, I know they keep your hands and arms inside the rides at all times, so you gotta. I try, but there are times where you just gotta lift your hands up for the rides. Have you ever been on Guardians of the Galaxy? So much fun! The 2 times that I was able to go on it this last trip, it was both the same film and the same song by chance. So I was kind of sad about that, because I know that there are 6 different ones I think that they do. But we just got the same one both times, which was so awesome. But that's one of my favorite rides. I love the sensation of dropping. I can't do circles. Circles make me dizzy. Don't like the circles. But anything up and down, I'm all for.